Hi, my name is Al Green. Not that one, but the struggling guy who was in the music industry for years trying to sell talent and songs to agents. The agents befriended me and taught me techniques that I want to pass on to you through my program, which is called You Can Talk, You Can Sell. Anyone who has ever taken this program has excelled in selling and either risen to the top of their company, their team, or the top of their field. It's called You Can Talk, You Can Sell, and you can get it right here. You can grab a little gift, something that is maybe inexpensive. If your company doesn't expense it for you, if you're making six figures, believe me, it's not a big deal to buy a little gift that's under $10. And it's appropriate, even if it's a card. You know, cards are getting expensive, but they're still under $10. And the interesting thing is if you find something simple, sometimes the simplest things. So for example, I worked selling to a company where the whole office was girls, women. And so I would show up with chocolates out of the blue. Here, I thought you guys might enjoy this. Or buy them lunch. I'm going to order lunch for you. Don't say can I, just say I'm going to order lunch for you. What would you guys like? And then they'll usually say we'd like it from this company, and I'll say I'll go pick it up. It's a spontaneous thing, and that would be if I had an expense account, because lunches can get pricey, but still, I would bring them the hot lunch or have it delivered, and believe me, they were eternally grateful, and the referrals just kept coming. You could do that in almost any industry. When I say almost, there are industries where that might not be appropriate. I don't think it's a good idea if you're selling to, let's say, a mortuary. Might not be a good idea to joke around with them about a lot of stuff, because their tone might be very serious, especially if there are potential clients in the building. However, attorneys, insurance salespeople, advertising salespeople, offices where they do general distribution or whatever it might be, usually you'll find office people that enjoy having a good time, especially doing it together, because it gives them a feeling of camaraderie, like they're a team. But if you bring something that inspires them to have fun with you, it can lead to not only a great day, but a good time that kind of builds that rapport. And then when you have that rapport built, that means that you can talk to them and they trust you. You don't have to do this to buy people. We're not talking about buying people and buying your way in. I'm talking about to establish a rapport and find out what people like. It doesn't hurt to bring them some little surprise, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes you could just walk in with, well, one of the guys that I know buys this one company donuts, and he brings them donuts in the morning. They already have coffee at the office, so he brings them a dozen donuts. And even though half of the people there are vegan and they won't eat anything with sugar, the rest of them appreciate it. And if they don't, there's somebody in the company that appreciates it. And not only that, but it's a lot of fun. It gets to the point where this guy was doing this so often that he went on vacation, asked me to fill in for him, and when I showed up, they said, "Where's the donuts?" And I didn't even know what they were talking about. But you know what? It was a lot of fun. What? Mike brings you donuts all the time? And they said, "Yeah." Okay, I'll tell you what. Where does he go? I'll go there right now. I'll grab you guys some. And they're going, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And I'm going, "No, really, I want to do it because I feel like, having a snack myself." Anyway, I've seen this time and time again. And guess what? It's the top salespeople who come up with these ideas and do things. You can be spontaneous. You don't have to worry about being creative. You can come up with ideas on the spot. You have somebody's birthday, it doesn't hurt to bring an added dessert. Like you can buy those little containers that have 12 of those really nice cupcakes in them. You can bring that along. They're not terribly expensive. But the idea is you're joining in with the fun and you're having fun and you're letting them know that you are having fun. Believe it or not, people will look to you differently They won't mistake you as being non-serious. They'll look at you as being more human and not just this robot that goes there and speaks all these words and sells them stuff. And it doesn't matter what the industry is. The people who appreciate it the most are usually the people that start the earliest in their day, like construction workers, or work outside, or people who work in pools, like office pools at attorneys' offices. That was a lot of fun to see the workers in an attorney's office, especially the document control people, because they're stuck in a booth and nobody even ever talks to them, really. But you bring them something like that and you make a friend. Believe it or not, it only takes one time and you'll be amazed at how people will treat you the next time. What are we talking about here? What am I saying? I'm talking about having fun. And how do you do that? By spreading some joy. You do that with, it could be donuts, it could be a bag of candy that you get for, $5. It could be anything. It could be cards, gift cards. There's one guy I know that he would pass out $5 Starbucks cards. And I said, that's okay, but you have about 100 customers. That's going to get pretty pricey. He goes, well, I don't do it all the time. But he would do it. And guess what? He became one of the top salespeople, not because he passed out the Starbucks cards. That was just one of the things he did. Remember, the availability has a lot to do with it. But the idea is when you're having fun and you really enjoy what you're doing, that's when people notice, and that's when they start to trust you, and there is your rapport right there that you're building. Give that a try. Just think of anything you can today that could make a difference for the customers you're going to go see.